صباح الخير، صباح النور. How are you everyone؟ صباح الخير لكل المتابعين في ريال ناف. مرحبتين بكم. اليوم طلع بكري شوية. رحب بالكل بلغتي في الأول. And I'm just talking my language now because I just wanted to make sure that I'm saying hello to everyone. مرحبتين بكم لكل الناس اللي توا ملتحقين بفريال نفاتي مؤخرا. شو أخباركم؟ إن شاء الله طيبين. أنا نعرف على نفسي، اسمي فريال نفاتي، الأدمن تاع فريال ناف اللي ندير في الصفحة هي. مرحبتين بالجميع. اليوم عندي جست، وزي ما عودتكم كل أسبوع نطلع مرتين لنعرفكم بجست أو قصة جديدة أو رحلة جديدة لشخصية قررت إن هي تدخل لعالم الأونلاين. واليوم ضيفي من سيدني، من الجهة الثانية. هذا علشان يوم طالعة 7 a.m. أو 7 صباحا. So, hello everyone, how are you? And I'm changing my language. أنا مغير للإنجليزية لأنه ضيفي بالإنجليزي، يتكلم بس اللي يتحدث اللغة الإنجليزية ولا يتحدث العربية. Hello everyone, welcome to Freyal Naf, and I'm the admin, Freyal Nafati, for the people who joined lately and didn't have the chance to see me live. Today I'm having a guest, as normal or usually I do interview one of my business partners to talk about their journey and what they are and how they decided to come to this business. And here I'm letting my guest in. Hello, how are you? Sanjeev, how are you? How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to actually share my story. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you for having the time. I know it was really hard for me. I'm just telling my audience now. You are there in Sydney. I'm here in Dubai. And It was really a tough time when we are trying to arrange, especially that our business is really flexible and we can do it whenever we can or whenever we have a chance. And this is the main purpose for our business. So for my audience, Sanjeev is just to let everybody know, because normally I introduce more females. So with Sanjeev, I'm telling everyone there is an opportunity also for males to go to this kind of business. We know that we as females, we more look for a business inside home, but maybe in Sanjeev, in your situation, it's different. So I won't take a lot from your time because I want my audience or our audience today to hear from you. Who is Sanjeev? Please go ahead.
Yep. So Sanjeev is my name is Sanjeev. I am originally from beautiful Fiji Islands, and I'm currently living here in Sydney, Australia, with my family. I've got 2 boys, a wife. I'm working full time, and I'm also running this digital online business on the side. So that's a little bit about me.
And as are you a family? Do you have family? Do you have kids? This is what I want people to know, because it's always about us. We don't have we talk a lot as females, so males don't mention family a lot. So the first thing we don't, I'm a mother. So I wanted to know, who is Sanjeev as a person in life, and how you manage your life between you and your job right now, like before we talk about how you entered to this business.
Okay, sure. So running this business is very flexible, as we not sitting in front of the laptop. So having a family, anyone can fit this business no matter what they do. If they're working full time, like I'm working full time, and my business is just running on autopilot because of the system we have in place. So that's a little bit about me and how I go about doing this business and spending time with my family.
That's really good. So Sanjeev, with 2 kids and like a family, and also we are like doing an extra job, and it's a full-time job. So before we go to the managing thing, How did Sanjeev, as a person, you work in, what's your job, Sanjeev, if you don't mind asking?
I work in a transport and logistic industry, so that's what I do. I've been doing that
Interesting.
since 2005, so I've been in the industry for a long time.
Awesome. So,
Yeah.
how did Sanjeev come across the online business? How did you think about it? And what was the reason? What is the huge why that pushed you to do that? And how did you come passing through this opportunity?
Okay, so I was in the online space since 2016. I was a eBay, Amazon, Etsy seller, very successful seller. I had workers in the Philippines doing everything for me, listing the products, checking the stores for me on the regular basis. So it was like a passive income for me. But when the pandemic hit in 2020, most of my supplies they were in China, and what happened is because I couldn't deliver the products on time because my supply stores were closed, and overnight, pretty much my stores were restricted. I couldn't sell on those platforms because the customers were complaining. And since 2016 till 2020, I've sold over $1 million worth of products. So you can see how much volume I was doing every single month. But
Interesting.
when they restricted my stores, I was just a bit shaken at the time because I was treating this business like I will have this business for as long as I live because that's what I thought. But when it got taken away from me, I started looking for other online business. I didn't want to be a e-commerce seller because I
Hmm.
was doing that since 2016. But I was looking for something different, which didn't require much of my time and which I can actually automate because I had Philippine in the workers in the Philippines, and my business was pretty much automated. This is what I was looking for, and actually, this is what I found. So when I found this opportunity, I didn't waste any time. I just jumped in and took the leap of faith, and here I am today.
Interesting. That's really good. It's really nice because for you, it was what I understand that you already know or have an idea about what's happening. So you had a kind of background about what's happening around you, and you really wanted that. But my question to you today is like, that means you didn't feel skeptical. Although I know you're, even knowing too much information about this kind of business in the internet world, we
Mhm.
still need to check and make sure that this is the right business. So I would go dig a little bit deep here and ask for the little details. How did you see the this opportunity? How did you come across the ads? And when you, of course, we start with a webinar because this is the
Mhm.
key for our business to start. So
Yeah.
what was, I wanted you to share your reaction and what how did you feel? Did you wanted to know more? Was it easy to know the information? How did it work for you?
Okay, so first, I was when I lost those business, I was always looking on YouTube, like how to make money from home, how to work online, and um, it didn't actually catch my attention. Those videos that was coming up, and also the ads that I was seeing on YouTube. But just one day, I just thought to myself, why don't I look for this information on Google, right? Because that's where people normally go. And
Mhm.
when I went to Google, I actually don't remember what I typed, and my mentor's ad popped up. I clicked on the link, I entered my name and email address, and got taken to another page. That's where I started watching the workshop, like free workshop, and they were sharing their results, how what has this business done to them and everything. And I just thought to myself, this is what I was actually looking for. And I went ahead, I got the info pack, and maybe 2 hours later, I didn't get any email. And I thought to myself, this is just a scam. I have been scammed, and I demanded my refund. I like emailed them customer service. I said, can you give my refund? And they said, okay, no problem. We'll give you a full refund. So I got my money back. And then maybe 2 hours after, my coach and my mentor actually called me. They're talking to me on the phone. This is not a scam. And then I was rest assured. I paid again, And that's when they added me to the community. And then when I started seeing the results, and that's when I knew I did my own due diligence, and that's when I decided I just have to do this. So I was actually skeptical at first, but I was rest assured when my mentor and my coach, they called me, explained everything to me when I got added to the community, did my own due diligence, and yeah, so rest is history.
I know this is awesome. Thank you so much for sharing this point because it's really it's normal as a human beings to feel that, especially when you're eager to get something, you really wanted the quick respond. And the thing is, when we enter after the webinar will give us just. To clarify to my audience here, to our audience actually, that when you enter the webinar and you will see the kind of explanation of how and we do this kind of business and what we gain from it and what is the opportunity that is ahead of us, and you can see it from other people successful in this business. You will have the access to the huge community, and inside the community actually you will see even more information about how people's success and the amount of money they're doing, how they're doing it, the products that we are working on, and the way we do that. The thing is, we do for people who was maybe will think what money did you pay. So the thing is, after where just to clarify this point for everyone, normally we only ask people to come for the webinar because this is the real opportunity. This is for people who are serious and really searching for this kind of business. The thing is, if you're not searching for this, it's not for you. So you need to go inside and see if you are already searching for this kind of business, because the online business is what's going on now. Especially it's really became more rich after the pandemic, and actually the whole world is jumping to that point. So we do, because we have our privacy, and to be honest, like, we're not going to tell everyone our how and what we gain and what we take and how much money we have. It's our privacy, and we keep it to our community. So just to make sure that the person is coming by really serious thinking, and that kind of mind of set, that give them, they understand the responsibilities that they're going for. We do make a refundable payment for people who wanted to have a deep look in the community. And that's why I just want to clarify the kind of payment. And you don't have to do that, it's refundable. It's for serious people who are really, really thinking about this. Hi from California. Thank you for watching us. Thank you so much. Hostenisia. How are you? Thank you guys for watching. And yeah, so this is just to clarify how it goes. And to be honest, this is one of the things we make people skeptical, but we do make them refundable. It looks very legitimate because our business is legitimate. Now, I wanted to ask Sanjeev and to go back to your journey. How is Sanjeev with a full-time job is balancing and a family with two kids? I mean, probably I know that people, for all of us, look for this business because we want to have more time with our family. So how is Sanjeev is accommodating and trying to manage between your family, your work, on the third side, your business? So if you tell us about this, please.
Yeah, sure. So that's actually a great question, and I actually get asked this a lot, like how will I manage everything, having a family, having my full-time job, and it's a lot, right? If you have families, if you have work, there's a lot of things you have to, a lot of time you have to put into those avenues. But this business, like I mentioned before, we're not sitting in front of the laptop 24/7. Our system that's actually built in the background is doing all the hard work for you. 95% of the work is done by the system. Only we putting in so 5% of the work. So which in real term, the business, you only need 1 or 2 hours a day. Half an hour, okay, 1 hour. Okay, so end of the day, it's your business. Whatever energy you put in it, the more you're going to get out of. But in saying that, I'd say you can. We have people in the community who still have the same thing. They have kids, they have families, they have other priorities, and they're actually doing great. They're very successful in this business just by putting in 1 or 2 hours in a day. That's all it's required. So that's my simple answer to you.
Interesting. That's really, really nice because we all of us are struggling of the 9 to 5 thing, and we really don't have time to our kids and doing another extra job just because we wanted to have, we all think about mortgage, we all think about make it secure our kids and our life when we all want to retire early to enjoy life because retiring really late is not that fun. You're just there and you miss a lot actually, and we miss the huge thing. It's the time our kids. I really appreciate that you mentioned this because for a full time person, it's really, it's really something. How can I say it? It's kind of uh, always afraid to have another job because you have this little teeny tiny time with your kids and you don't want to lose that. And to have this opportunity of working and be with the kids is really, really a great thing. Now, I wanted to ask you another thing, and I wanted Sanjeev to tell us what was the huge surprise in the community when you entered. I know you did have in your situation you did have a little bit background around this kind of business, but did you expect, because we have a huge training and a very supportive community that makes us as our business stand out than other online businesses, and this is what I wanted you to share. How was it? What did you find really outstanding?
Okay, there's a lot to share. If I start with everything, we'll be probably sitting here like whole night, whole day. So just to put into simple terms, first thing I'll start with is the community. We have community of like-minded people, the positive energy, positive vibe, positive mindset. This is what I was looking for, and this is what I found. Another thing is what I was actually blown away with is the training. The training is so simple, so easy, and it's so comprehensive. Anyone can do at their own time. Like we don't have anyone to push us to do. Okay, you have to do this much training this day and this much training. It's all you do this at your own pace at your own time. So that's very good. Comprehensive training, so detailed, anyone can do. Just follow step by step training. Another thing is you get assigned with your own coach and your own personal mentor for life. Okay, so they won't run away. It's there. You will have access to them for life. Another thing I was blown away is uh, actually there's so much things to say. I'm just trying to cram into one video. So
That's
another
true.
thing is I have actually got so many courses online. Um, there's probably more than 10. But when you get the course, when you start knowing about the process, and if you want to know the answer, you
Mhm.
actually have to figure things out on your own. Like when you get the course, they actually forget about you. But not in this community. Like if you have any questions, any answers you want to get, we have so many different avenues you can get the answers and questions. Reach out to your coach, reach out to your mentor, and
Awesome.
also we have like weekly mastermind. Whatever things they can't answer, you will have in your weekly mind, and also you have access to the global community. You can ask anyone. So, and this
Interesting.
is yes. So it's got so much value just for so much little cost. That's what I wanted to say.
Awesome. Awesome. I really like how you said it. I've been a long time here too for it, and to frame this, it's really, really hard. As you said, Sanjeev, you're right. It's too much things happening, and uh, for maybe for people who didn't try the online business won't get exactly the struggle. If you are really looking for one, and you will try to find courses, the courses are there. You're right, but as you said, and I love your point that even if you got the courses, you still, two things you are missing here and the community is offering: the money, the courses for all, the investors, it's for free, and plus anything, any struggle, anything you need to explain, you don't have to search again for an online. You have a real person there for you, supporting you with all their knowledge and their experience. And it's not one person, it's a huge community. And we are not exaggerating this. You will be really surprised. Like I'm telling my audience today, you will be really be surprised when you enter the community, because this one, for me too, it did blow my mind. I was like, oh my God, it's for the support itself, because I am one of these person too, people too, who really, I'm always saying it also in my pages and when I meet people. If you're looking for courses to start a business, we are offering a business with courses. So why spending the money? Save this money to do something better. You can start a business with all the kind of like training and courses you need in all platforms. Like, it's the business is really nice, and it's a win-win from all sides, because you also go to that side of educating yourself. And thank you so much, Sanjeev, because I never do. And when I really try to bring them in points, it's really hard. So
Also,
I
also
don't.
just also just quickly, I want to put one more point.
Mhm.
Uh, I find when you doing business online, especially, right, things change so fast. Because I've
That's
seen when I was selling on eBay, when I was selling on Amazon, when I was selling on Etsy, when I was selling on Shopify, things they change within a dime. Okay, so fast. And I as a seller, I had to figure things out on my own. Right? I was left alone, even though I got the course.
Mhm.
Okay, how will I get the answers? I had to just figure things out on my own. Not in this business. It's so different because the people are working for you behind the scene, right? 24/7.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
they're just finding out the answers for us. So we don't have to actually do the hard work. We don't have to find the answers because all
Yeah,
the answers is
we don't
on
have
our
to figure.
fingertips
You're
here.
right.
So,
You're right. It's like giving you the whole knowledge. It's like to have a teacher, and it's not only knowledge; it's experience they're sharing, which is really valuable for us, and it's really helpful when you want to start any business. Like, not only the online, even the offline. If you had that person who will support you and give you, oh, don't do this mistake, and to avoid losing or wasting time, which is what we are fighting for, because we
yep,
wanted to have to gain this time. It's really a huge thing. This is really awesome. Yeah, the support is really high, and the community is really, because it's all, we are all there for each other.
yep,
Thank you, Sanjeev, so much. And for to wrap this up, I'm really thank you for all these kind of valuable points you had, and I really wanted you today, from this place, from here, from this interview, for people who really, I feel that they're so lucky if they will have a chance to see this interview or come pass through this interview, to know how they are passing through a really great opportunity. For you, what you're telling these people from your experience, your point of views, what you want to tell our audience today, to about this business and about opportunity, about changing in life, and if that they don't have to sit, and about the comfort zone, if they are in their comfort zone right now.
yep. Okay. So this is not me being in the online business like for 1 or 2 years. I have been in the online space since 2016. I have done most of the online business that you hear online. Go and look on YouTube. People talk about mostly Amazon, eBay, Etsy, Shopify, e-commerce. That has those businesses become a joke now. Teenagers are doing that. Little kids are doing those business. Okay, there's no actual value you're putting in this business. Okay, end of the day, that is not the business. That is eBay's business. That's Etsy's business. That's Amazon's business. They can take your business anytime, even though you're selling on those platforms for maybe 10 years. They can take your business within a dime, right?
Mhm.
This business has been around for 50 years. longer than Amazon, longer than eBay, longer than any online business. I can say that because I've done the research. I know this company, right? This is the brand you're building for your kids as a legacy, and which will not be gone away overnight. If you see all the successful people in the world, John D. Rockefeller, Henry Ford, Cardone, all of these people, they only do one thing: they build legacy. And
Mhm.
this business will give you the opportunity to do that, build a legacy, generational wealth you're building in this business, right? So if you're sitting in your comfort zone, whatever things you have in your life right now, it's all in the comfort zone. To get good things in your life, you have to get out of your comfort zone, right? So the very first step for people who are actually watching this is click on the link you're seeing in the screen, right? Go on the website, enter your name and your email address, register, and your very next page on top, you can actually see a free workshop, free of charge. You got nothing to lose, right? And below those video, you can actually see our Facebook link. So if you have any questions, you can click on that link and go to our Facebook page. Reach out to us if you have any question, any answers. You can ask us. Um, People say this is a scam. People who are scammers, they don't show their face, right? You can see our Facebook profile. We're sharing our life every day, what we do with the kids, right? So we are real people here. So get out of your comfort zone. Just watch the free workshop, and it will give you a basic idea what this business is about. So that's my simple answer to that.
Awesome. Thank you, Sanjeev. You're awesome. You're really, really great. You're bringing it a really nice way, and that's true from a person who have this experience about the online, and probably you did a great research, and I really enjoy it. I really like the information you gave us. It's really, really important, and to tell also our audience today, like we need this change, and the nice thing what make us stand out as a business, that we are super clear. We make every person have a deep look about everything. There is nothing to be hidden. Like maybe people tried another business online, and it's like every business online have its thing, but
Yep.
for us and what we stand out, that we are super duper clear. You don't start until you really realize what you are doing and where you're going. So the path is super clear. But the main thing is about, after all, our mindset, how we want the change and why we want it. We really, if we stay in our comfort zone, we're not going anywhere,
Yep.
and we really need to change. And this is a huge opportunity, and this is where the world going on. If you're not trying this step, you will be left behind in many things. And if the opportunity is there and you don't get it now, when it's the time, it's now or never. It's That's
Of
the
course.
thing, because life is not waiting for us. It's literally not waiting, and days are going, and our kids are growing, and every day we miss, it's a huge thing. We do regret all the times that we miss with our family. And I'm so happy today that I have you, Sanjeev, and I appreciate you made the time, especially a huge difference. And
Yep.
it's really hustling. It's not like maybe 12 hours sometimes is much better. When I always say, when it's a smaller time, it's the hardest to manage. But
Yep.
thank you so much for making it happen. And thank you, all my audience today who were with us from USA, from Nashville, and from everywhere around the world. And for the people who will watch us later on, I hope you really benefit from this interview. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sanjeev.
Thanks
And
a lot.
yeah, see you next time, my audience, in another uh, interview.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.